Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. From the pistol, it's Gore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Gore again here on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Stroud to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, it's Stroud. This will be caught once again by Brown. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. Able to avoid, evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Stroud now on 2nd down. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
On 1st down, Peyton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud will look to throw once more. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
In motion left is Hopkins. Now a handoff inside, it's Peyton. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now a toss play for Peyton. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Again they run. Again it's Gore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Gore. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick slant here to Smith. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Peyton up the middle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the give, here comes Peyton. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Here's 3rd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a give, it's Peyton. Shoves him aside, and he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Caught left side, Hopkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The throwing again is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll drop this off to Peyton. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville,
where you see the final score there. J.K. Dobbins, over 100 on the ground in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. The Giants need to string a few wins together here down the stretch, but this last one moves them back above 500 at 6-5. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Dak Prescott, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running it here with Peyton. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Stroud now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll run now with Peyton. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. On the run, it's Peyton. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And he's got this down to the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the draw, here's Peyton, down to about the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 3rd down and 1. Up the middle they go. Peyton, and he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
In motion right is Hopkins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary. And the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Drops it underneath to Gore. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Gore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Another carry now for Gore. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run again with Peyton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Given 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Peyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.